Can Naruto and Sasuke beat Hagoromo and Hamura? In this video, I'm debunking some of the worst Naruto takes I've heard in the years and years I've interacted with the fanbase. Let's just get right into the video.
Today I'm talking about, can Naruto and Sasuke in their prime full power, Naruto, Baryon mode, Sasuke, strongest form, strongest mode, can they beat Hagoromo and Hamura? And short answer, no.
Now that we have an idea of what we're talking about, straight from his mouth, off rip, I'm going to point out every false statement made and show you exactly why it's wrong.
It'd be different if Naruto had the Rinnegan, the full power of 10 tails, and he gets the horns. That is more of a challenge, and I think Hagoromo still thrashes it, as Hagoromo is easily able to beat Kaguya. Hagoromo is the strongest ever in the series.
At 2 minutes and 20 seconds in, he says Hagoromo is the strongest character in the series, and he can easily beat Kaguya. Yeah, so this is completely wrong. Both Hagoromo and Hamura literally needed to jump Kaguya to win, and if you don't like that answer, here's a manga panel where Hagoromo himself explains that Kaguya is stronger than everyone. Here's another one from adult Sasuke saying the other Otsutsuki are a bigger threat than Kaguya. I have literally no idea where this whole thing came from, but Hagoromo is not the strongest Otsutsuki, and he is definitely not the strongest character in all of Naruto.
Now these two unfortunately doesn't have feats of the show. We only have to go on the statements, the progenitors, and what their abilities can do for the show. It's Naruto and Sasuke, you saw with their 6-pass power is insanely overpowered within the show. Hamura, Tenseigan, was insanely overpowered for the last movie. So we see all these other characters using their abilities. So you can just imagine how someone in their prime could do it with so much, with so much power behind them, so much chakra, as they are Otsutsukis.
At 2 minutes 45 seconds in, he alludes to Hagoromo and Hamura being really good at their abilities because other characters are good and they happen to have the same abilities, but Hagoromo and Hamura have more chakra. But that's a false equivalency fallacy. There are a few different ways to get better at ninjutsu, and they all have varying levels of success. There's training it by yourself, but then there's actually using it in battle. Yes, Hagoromo and Hamura likely trained and they have experience from when they jumped Kaguya. But compare that to Naruto and Sasuke, who trained their entire lives for war and combat. Then they battle against Madara, who was stated by Hagoromo to be almost as powerful as Hagoromo. Then I want you to remember that was just Naruto and Sasuke's warm-up before their actual challenge of fighting Kaguya. Oh yeah, that was also like when they were fucking 16, so they're 30 now.
Because we see the showcase of their abilities shown in different individuals, even Madara with Limbo clones, Naruto and Sasuke with their 6-pass power, Naruto with his orbs that's not able to regenerate, Sasuke with his Rinnegan, teleportation, Toneri with his Tenseigan, even Hinata's and Neji's extreme use of the Byakugan. But within that, you have to point out that these are just derivatives of the originators of Hagoromo and Hamura.
At 3 minutes and 5 seconds in, he sort of reiterates his point and refines it, basically saying, we've seen powerful characters use Hagoromo and Hamura's techniques. So just imagine how powerful they are because they are the originator of these techniques. Once again, it's a false equivalency fallacy. In the context of Naruto, this makes absolutely no sense. I mean, look at Tobirama. He's a very high-level ninja that excels in ninjutsu. He invented Edo Tensei, Shadow Clone Jutsu, and Flying Raijin. Well, Edo Tensei was mastered by Orochimaru and Kabuto. Pretty sure Shadow Clone Jutsu was perfected by Naruto when he was like 12. And here's a manga panel of Tobirama saying himself that Minato is better at teleporting. Speaking of Minato, he was another high-level ninja that excelled in ninjutsu. He invented the Rasengan, but he couldn't perfect it. As we all know, the Rasengan was supposed to have a nature release added to it, but it couldn't be done. Kakashi tried doing it and ended up with the happy little accident that is the fucking Chidori. But that was a failure still. Do you know who didn't fail, and by extension was able to perfect the Rasengan? Naruto Uzumaki at 16. What are you talking about? Just because they invented the technique does not mean they are the best at it.
Ashura Indra reincarnated, at least to our knowledge, 2 times.
He says Ashura and Indra have been reincarnated only 2 cycles. Madara then Sasuke, Hashirama than Naruto. Well, that's completely false. Zetsu says he approached the reincarnates of Indra and Ashura, quote, time and time again, which implies like a hell of a lot of reincarnates.
They became the strongest in the show. Their reincarnations are the strongest in their show. So imagine their father with all their abilities.
At 4 minutes and 45 seconds, he says Indra and Ashura's reincarnates always go on to be the strongest in their generation, which is true. But then he follows it with another false equivalency fallacy, saying if those are Indra and Ashura reincarnates, then imagine Indra and Ashura's dad. This kind of implies characters couldn't grow more powerful than the person they are reincarnated or born from. And that's just not true. In the same manga panel where Hagoromo straight up admits Madara is almost as strong as him, he also says Madara surpassed Indra. Why do you think just because the chakra was like split down a family tree or passed down to someone, that the person who has the extra power couldn't be more powerful than the source? You keep alluding in this video to an idea where Naruto and Sasuke couldn't possibly be more powerful than Hagoromo because it was Hagoromo's power that was split down a long line of generations. But wait, didn't you say Hagoromo was the most powerful character in the Naruto verse?
Hagoromo is the strongest ever in the series.
Well, all of his chakra and power came from Kaguya, and you said he could beat Kaguya easily. Her chakra was split between him and his brother Hamura, so by your own logic is wrong. You said Hagoromo could easily beat Kaguya.
Hagoromo is easily able to beat Kaguya.
Your whole lineage argument falls apart when you think about it for more than 20 seconds. And honestly, a lot of this video is repeating the same like 1 or 2 points that I've already debunked, and to cover all bases, I'll do a little summary. Hagoromo is not the strongest in the verse, nor does he really even scale to the stronger Otsutsukis that we see later into Boruto. Just about everything he said in this video was completely speculative at best, and at worst, blatantly wrong and disproven by the source material. To address this guy directly for 1 second, sometimes you had me genuinely questioning if you watch the anime you watch, or if you just throw it on the TV and then unplug the TV. In conclusion, do your research before you hit record. I am very adamant when it comes to this. Stop saying blatantly wrong shit. You have 2,000 subscribers and you can reach hundreds to thousands of people at the touch of a button. Do you really not care about your content nor those people enough to do a touch of research? I really hope this helps and serves not as just straight disrespect, but instead straight disrespect and a lesson.